it's Annie waiting. Look, Annie, I have my little Lulu with me, and I have this cutest little headband today. It is from Walmart, of course, from like last week, because probably everything is gone right now. But I wanted to celebrate a little bit of a Memorial Weekend, and I want to say thank you so much for being here with us. And for all our veterans, thank you so much for your service. I so appreciate it. Our country loves you and thanks you, and we would not be the same without you. So thank you so much. Louis is having so much better. He is so much better. His little cough is better, of course. He is full of allergies. I think he's living in the wrong house, because I think I understand that he is. I think he is sensitive to dust. And hey, Lulu, yes, look, Annie, this is my Lulu. He's not like so happy. He's kind of sleepy right now. So, hey, Yvonne, how are you? Look at my little baby. He's adorable. He's my love, love Lulu. Who's my mama's love, love Lulu? I also want to finish up. So the plan is to finish up last week's class, right? Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hey, Yvonne. So I am trying to finish up last week's class, because it's that gorgeous Valance with the card that we were going to gut out. Hey, hello, Mabel. Look at my little baby. He's so adorable. Whose baby are you? Yes. Of course, he's kind of a little booger sometimes. Hey, Dale, how are you? So I want to finish up last week's class. And then I had a request to kind of slow down, or kind of more detail on the hinging system when you have a mat and you want to hinge it to your page. So I kind of have some extra paper. We're going to do sloppy copy stuff, and I wanted to do that with that paper to kind of explain a little bit how the mat system is, because I do think that that is important for us to be able to understand how to make a mat a little bit, turn it into a hinge. It's just scrap paper, and if you already have a mat, you know, you can kind of just make it into like a little card and fold it over. So I want to kind of show you guys that. Oh, look, Louis looks so cute. He's so adorable. Look at that. And I'm going to go and show you how I did. We're going to kind of touch up what we already did on the page. So that means that I need to bring up my laptop and you guys and show you on my desk. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy you guys are here with me. Thank you so much. And I know we're a little bit early, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me move this down to the bottom. There we go. And let me get this ready on my laptop. See, this is this gorgeous little card that I was doing last week. Let me bring Louis over to his little spot. And we will bring the laptop over so that I can see you guys and talk to you at the same time. This is on our live right here. I have to make sure the voice is closed, muted. There we go. And I can see, oh my goodness, that is so nice when things work the way they're supposed to work. Isn't that nice? Okay, Lulu, go to your little bed, honey. Mama's going to work a little bit. Okay, so let's see if we can get this in close. And we're going to go over the page that we did last week. Okay, this is the Annalise page. Gosh, I feel like it's dark. Yes, of course it's dark, because I don't have enough light on, and this light is not turned on. Okay, there we go. You can see better. And let me bring the screen in. Hello, Joan. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. I said the stripe paper. I want to make black and white stripe paper. Okay, black and white stripe paper. That was our first little tip, right? So the first little tip is that white, black stripe paper. And I used a chipboard. I think this actually comes from the inside of one of our scrapbook hinges. Hello, Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas, are you on here? Sweetie pie, you're supposed to. Thank you so much for supporting your mother. I appreciate it. Thank you. So this is, I used it as a template, okay, as a ruler. So when I did the white paper, it's heavy duty. It's white, 110. It's paper that belongs to, oh, I think I'm crooked here. Let's see. There we go. Making adjustments. I am sorry. I am making some adjustments. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy here. Okay. So you use a beautiful mat as your template. A template is what you need to make this line stay straight. Okay, so you're using this right here, and then you're coming back with your black or your white. I guess you can also use it reverse, and then you put your little glue, your little paper in, and then you bring it back up, and then you keep adding one, and that way you're staying straight is the idea of why I used a template, to kind of make sure that I was staying straight. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Hello. I'm so happy you're here with me. Everybody, I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me. And then what I did with this is I ran it through the impress, and that is so that it can kind of get really impressed into it. So it's not so bumpy as it was before, and it really looks good. I ran it a couple of times, and I bet this would be gorgeous if we die cut it. I bet that would be really pretty. So that is how we did this page. A template that you know you're going to be able to have it perfectly straight, because I did it the first time I did it. It's around here somewhere, my sloppy copy. It went crooked. So I'm saying I needed that. Okay. And then on I have one right here. On the ruffle itself, let's talk about the ruffle that's underneath here so we can catch up. This little ruffle right here, I ran it through the rosette maker. I'm trying to see if you can see that it's already been, you see those little dents on there, those little impressions. Okay, so I ran it through the rosette maker. This is the small one, and if I get my ruler, and so this is a 1/4 inch in between each one. Okay. And then here is how we folded it. Instead of making it a rosette, we do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you from this side because I think you can kind of maybe see it better. Let's see. We are manipulating the paper after the fact. I'm trying to see if you can see that. But we have 1, 2, 3 of these little impressions in here. And then you go up 1 to make the pleat, and then the actual pleat right here is 2. 1, 2, and then you do your zigzag again, and then you're doing 3 down and your zigzag again and 2 up, and you continue that. And this is to make it a faux box pleat. Okay, now your faux box, you might have a box pleat in your little kit if you have the fancy cut embossing folders. But I just wanted to show you how you can do it without the embossing folders, okay? Now, the other trick for me, because I do like my pages on the flat side, but when you open them and see them, I want it to be pop up, okay? So I have a strip right here behind or in between the page itself and the rosette. I have yes, you can see the score lines all over, Yvonne, you're correct. I have the pop-up dot, or this strip pop-up dot on the back, and that is from the dollar store. It's just cheap. It's not anything strong. It's not going to actually be using. It's just holding that little foam in there. And then on this inside, I have another pop-up dot. So this Valance ruffle is squeezed in between 2 pop-up dot strips is what I want you to understand. Okay, that's how I put that together. And then we have the little gorgeous flower ruffle that's beautiful that comes from the Annalise collection. Okay, I put that right there. You can go an extra step and practice your fussy cutting right through here and get this page, these flowers out and pop it up. That would be stinking cute. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And then I did the die that comes from last year's Crop at Home 2, just because I love it. I love this die. And you can cut it in half, and I already had it in my gold little envelope of stuff. You guys remember I have a little coupon envelope holder. Let me bring it so I can show you. I think that this is important that we have this so that I keep my little extra strips in this little I don't know what it's called. It's like a legal size. I think I call it a coupon holder. It says from the Container Store here. I think I got this at one of those crafty garage sales that we have. And then I kind of put the inside of die cuts. You know, we don't know what to do with those little inside of die cuts, but this is gold. And you know, gold is gold. I cannot throw this part away. I know my simple rule is I need to be able to have it bigger than my palm to keep that piece. And it needs to be a 12-inch strip if I'm going to keep the strip so that I can use it again. And so in here I have little strips that might look like this, okay? Because maybe I'll use them someday. But it makes me feel better, not wasteful. So I have all these little strips in here. And sometimes when I don't know, I change my mind. Let's say this gorgeous little die here that's from the inside. I thought I was going to use it. I didn't use it, and I stick it back in here. So that's what I do with this little envelope holder. And it is from the Container Store. I didn't buy it there because that's an expensive store. I'm almost positive I found that at a crafty garage sale of some sort. So I cut this one in half and I put it on top and on the bottom. Okay, so here we have our valance. Our valance is completely flat, and then our flowers, our ruffle, and here is what the next step was. Let me show you. We did this part. Okay, so this is a simple page, and I will show you with my sloppy copy right here. You keep all your little bitty small corners. Yes, because we can turn them into corners. And on my solids, on my printed paper, I also keep those, and I will show you that in a minute after I get this one. Okay, so here is an 8.5 by 10 piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. And of course, when I did that one, I scored it. Right now I'm just going fast, and I want you to see that what I did to that one. This is where we left off last time. I was showing you that I had just done this little piece here. Okay, and I wanted it to be sitting right here. Okay, I wanted that to sit there, but I wanted it to be a flap open kind of thing because I want it to be able to show more than just one picture. I think this page would be gorgeous for me to show, to put our beautiful pictures from our retreat that we had this a couple weeks ago, right? Gosh, May 5th. Time has gone so fast. So if you have extra envelopes that are like this is also something you can use. Already pre-made. I'm sure that there's an Annalise paper that we can just put right on top of this. Okay, and you open it up and it's ready to go. And this is not scored correctly. Huh. I don't know why why I have it in my little collection of stuff, but let's do that. Okay, so wouldn't that be just gorgeous if we put that right there and you open it up? Okay. So what I did on this one is, I will tell you how big this is. We decided that we wanted to make it, I want to say, a 7. I still really cannot make any of these correct. Okay, 1. So it's 5. It's a 5.5 here. And this way we're at 8.5. And I wanted to make it smaller, so I cut it at 7.5. Okay, so I can get a beautiful picture on this that's 5 by 7. So I cut my mat down, so you know it's 7.5. So on this one, I cut it off at 7.5. And let me show you how that works. I have said this a lot before. We need to know our paper cutters. Whatever brand you use, it needs to be something that you really know how to use. Okay, so now these two should be exactly the same. So it's just cut in half, and I did 7.5 going across. Now, in order to get this little gut out, okay, it's the same that we would do for a page layout. You just are going to have this as a flap hanging out. Okay, so here is my sloppy copy. Please use a sloppy copy because I don't want you to mess up beautiful paper. This gorgeous pink. I don't know where it's from. It's like a pearlescent pink. Eve Young gave this to me. She brought a bunch of paper for us to kind of look through. And this is, I think I got like about 5 pages of this. So I'm hoarding it like normal, right? Like, why are we not going to hoard it? So what I did on this is I think that this is about 1/4 of an inch. And let's measure really good. Right there. I think this is closer to 1/2 inch on mine. Yes, it's at that little 1/2 inch. So this is a 1/2 inch gut around. Hello, Anna. How are you? Hi, hi, hi. I'm so glad you made it, Miss Little Shopping Girl. Yes. So that's what I'm doing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to gut out this inside. So that means that your seam here, your crease here needs to be at the 1/2 inch mark. And for me, a 1/2 inch mark on this score, this paper cutting tool is right there. Like I measure this here and I go down and then I stop right there when the edge of mine comes to the paper. That's just how I've had it measured. That's what I do. And we put that there, and then we're bringing it back up. Okay, and you're going down, and I stop where the crease is. Okay, all we're doing here is gutting the inside. That is all we are doing. Okay, so that you practice, and I'm letting you see how I do this on a sloppy copy. Okay, and now here, I hope everybody has really fun plans for the weekend. It is my dad's 86th birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Grandpa. Grandpa is on vacation with the boys in Houston, and I'm sure they are planning something super fun to do. I know, because they're my brothers. I know they're fun-loving bunch. Okay, so now I still have a little tiny piece here that's not connected, and I can see that because of my light box. So I just come into this little spot and barely with a sharp tool that you're not going to cut it into. And here we go. Now we have our gut out. Is that not just super fun? Okay, so now you can open and attach this to your page. And you have a picture here, and when you open it up, you have a picture right here. Hey, Dina, how are you? Hey, how are you? Hello, Shelly. I am so happy you guys are all here with me. Okay, now this one is, now let me show you what I did with this one. It's because it was a leftover of another piece, this little gold piece, okay? It was we did that on a page at Crop at Home 3. In the blue collection. Let's see if I can find that to show you the blue collection. So that was, instead of doing the complete die, okay, so it is this die cut right here. Okay, you see this gorgeous die? So instead of using this entire die, we cut it so that we only use this piece of it, and then this gorgeousness we can do at another time. So you can see it on this page right here. Let me pull this out so you can see it better. Okay, it is in this dark color right here, and so it's tucked underneath. This is kind of a faux shadow box. And here is what we're doing. So I wanted to do something similar because I like to share my what I've learned, my tricks and tips that I've learned, and share them with you. So this little die right here is just cut. So it's about a 1/2 inch, and we cut it off, and we are using it. There we go. And we are using it on the back of this, and I think that looks really pretty. I think that is just enough. I like that little pop up on this little scallop part, okay? And then I didn't have to do too much of what would we call that? A maneuvering of the mitering here, okay? You can kind of see that right here it's open, and I kind of just barely snipped these little pieces, and then I curved this little edge here. So you can kind of see it's not perfect. Don't worry about being perfect. Let's worry about getting the pictures on the paper. Okay, so I wanted to show you how I did that. So now we have attached the gold to this bottom base. Okay, and we have our sloppy copy right here. Okay, hello La Francis, how are you? Hello Teresa, Shelly, how are you guys? I am so happy you guys are here with me. I am so excited for you guys all to be here with me. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I truly appreciate it. Leave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'm so happy to have you all with me. Okay, so now we have this one already done, right? This is, I have the gold on the back of it, and now we're going to go right to this side. Okay, and what I wanted to do is I'm still thinking I want to lay this flat because I'm not sure if I want to have this part pop up if all of this part on the top is popped up. Okay, so I want to lay this flat. So what I come back and do is I want to come and remove little pieces of it. Let me find the right tool for this. Yes, last time I didn't have the right tool. So I know you guys want things just perfect. And if it is just perfect, let's put our ruler here. And I did at one time have a ruler, and this one does. It has a 0 here. So then I can say here is 4.5 and 4, and that is the right width going this way. And going up and down, it doesn't bother me so much. Okay, right there. So now let's get into this part. And what I like to do is remove a little corner, just like that, kind of a little fishtail. And then I'm able to kind of play with that and find the 0 and find the 4s so that we are correct. Make sure your ruler is good. And I'm putting this one right there. Okay. I hope everybody had a good work week. I am back to work. It has been so much fun. I love my job. I'm a dental hygienist by a trade, and I love it. Okay, now I'm going to pull this little fishtail and slowly keep pressing down so that it stays straight. I do not have the EOI straight, so I'm using my ruler, and this ruler has a 0 here on one side. It's 0 to 6, and then it goes the other way. So there we go. And now what I can do also is remove the rest of them, and then it's a lot easier because I've got one piece down, and this is score tape I'm putting down. I did not want to use stuff that would be coming off easy. So I take that little fishtail and take that off, and we're doing the same thing to this side. I'm trying to get a fishtail out for each side before I slap it down on the paper. I'm trying to get, it's easier if you do these little fishtails before, so that way you can kind of get everything nice and even. And then again, make sure that your little flap here is the right way, you know, because sometimes I've done that before, put things upside down. I have one of my pages from page Crop at Home 3 that is upside down. I guess I was having too much fun and not paying attention. There we go. There we go. There's that one. And here's this one. Okay, so here is where we have now this absolutely gorgeous dot. Oh, this is, so for me, this is just so beautiful. I don't even want to put pictures on it, but we have beautiful pictures, some beautiful journaling. I just think it's going to be so fabulous. So, I also have, let me show you and tell you about the crazy stuff that I like to do. Sometimes I'm not happy with just the little ruffle and this gorgeous piece, and sometimes I want to add another piece to it. And I kind of thought, since I had such a big pink part there, that I wanted to add some pink peekaboo, just a little peekaboo of it. I still want to see the gorgeous gold. I know that gold starts to hide, but I just think that that little peekaboo will make this blue kind of really pop. And then we add another element of pink into this top portion. So let me show you how I did that. Ran it with the gorgeous pink foil, put a hose strip on here on it, and then we're going to take our little fishtail off there and here, and then we're going to put this, let me stand up because I don't want you guys, I don't want to be out of screen, and we're going to push this in, and that little gorgeousness of pink, we just want to just barely show and kind of give a little more definition. See, it's stuck. There we go. Some more definition to the blue. I think as we start to see that, to me, I kept feeling I was losing the blue. And so now we have a little pink. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if I have anybody here, is a compound, gorgeous dye border, right? Now we have the black and white as a border. We have the flowers, the blue, the pink, and you see how that just gives you a perfect amount of dye. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't do the spin. We're upside down. So let me see if I'm allowed to spin it. I'm looking up, and are you guys, I'm right here. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't spin it. I know I need to bring it down and spin it. And now my hands are down here at the bottom, and well, so far we've been spinning this paper, so maybe you guys didn't see that so much as I did right this minute. So here, now we're on the right side, and let's see if I need to adjust anything. Here is paper, and I'll bring this over to me. Thank you. Hey, Mabel, I have been seeing you. Yes, ma'am. I have been seeing you making some gorgeous layouts. Absolutely beautiful layouts. Oh my goodness. I have seen your layouts lately. You are on fire, lady. You are on fire. I'm trying to tweak this and see if you need to come in a little bit more, or are we good? I think we're good, but you can see this. And now I have this right here, and I can keep this here. Okay, so 2 dyes on top, the black and white, the blue and flowery, and the gorgeous little tiny peekaboo of this. And then we can really see this little gold here. I know I'm upside down. I know. Yep. See that? Yes. Mabel, you have been on some serious fire. That is really some gorgeous pages. And I'm so proud of you. You have pictures on them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. So what I wanted to do on this is, let me bring my little embellishments, because ladies, this is it. This is really finished. I mean, once you get to this part, it's easy going. Okay, and this is a gorgeous little layout, and I was forcing myself to use some stuff that I got in the mail, some little things that came in the mail. I was super happy to use a wrinkled up bow that can get ironed out. And so I found some of the most beautiful, huge flourishes. Look at that. Is that not some of those original flourishes? Isn't that just so pretty? So I think this stuff can go right here. Here, let's see how I had it in my head. Maybe I know that this is not the exact same flower as above. This is not the Annalise collection. So if you're one that doesn't like to mix your collections, then don't watch, because I mix my collections. I have them all over the place, and they never quite look the way they're supposed to look. And this came from a garden window collection, I want to say, that we opened up last week. And I thought this would be really pretty, like right here. So, you see that? I don't know. Is this supposed to be this way? I don't think so. I think this is correct. That's how I'm going to lay it on my page. And I like the little flourish standing up. And I kind of like it in between, because this is going to close. And here we have this little gorgeous flower here. And then I had 2 of these. And if I'm correct, yay, they mirror each other. Do you see that? So that means I can put it sticking out, and then the back will be exactly the same. Isn't that just so fun? Mabel has been posting. I think Mabel is, Mabel, am I correct? If you're in the North Carolina, something with a T group, and for some reason I'm Mabel's friend on Facebook. Please come in and be my friend. And I think that's why I see Mabel's artwork, Annie, because we are friends. Hey, Teresa, those flourishes are from the Garden Window Card Kit. Yes, that's what I got last week. I bought it from somebody on Facebook, I think, that was getting rid of their stuff. Really? Was this your introduction? So you have these. Look at these gorgeous butterflies and these gorgeous, and so you have this somewhere. I still have it on my desk because it's so pretty. I love to see it. These are gorgeous, huge flowers. Yes, and then you probably also have these monstrosity huge flourishes. Look, I can't stand it. And you know, I really love this old, do we call it OG dies? Because the new ones come with a lot more white around on the edge, and I kind of like this better. Can I say that? I really like that. Okay, so here we're back to this. Let me glue this down. Is this with a sticker? And if it is a sticker, I think it's supposed to be more white. I think that's what somebody told me, and it is. Look at that. It is. But I also know that this is, I don't know. Teresa, you can probably tell me what year this was. The Garden Window Collection, because I don't know. Okay. And we're going to get some of my little glue here, and I'm going to add a little glue. You bought one on eBay? Yes, this is absolutely gorgeous. I agree with you, Teresa. I now buy 2, sometimes 3 accidentally, dear husband, if you're listening to me. Just accidentally will I ever buy more than one of each thing. Dear husband, I know. He told me last week. He was listening to us, ladies. And he said something about, oh, so we have date night on Friday. Where you taking me? Ugh. Putting promising things that I can't do. Look at that. Okay, so here we have, and I want to, because I want to put this here. Let's see, which way do we want to put this? Do we want to put this way? I'm thinking that is right there. Nope, I want it this way, because then this looks like it's coming out of it. That is exactly what I want, and I like it on top of the pink. Okay, it's gonna have to get pushed around a little bit to not be off my page, all the way to the top, so that you can really stand out that flourish. Look how really cute that is. I'm trying not to say stinking cute. That belongs to somebody on, I don't know, I think it might be TikTok. It's a lady that sells clothes and does crafts of some sort. Okay, so here is my next one. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to keep this part open so that when I go and add a picture to it, I can still use it. Now, look at how these flower arrangements, pay attention to this. I plan to put this right here on this spot. So for this flower to still be showing up, I'm kind of moving it further out, up, out, because I want to be able to see it when I'm opening it. Right there is, I think, where I want to lay that down. I think that would be really pretty. Okay. And this does not have sticky stuff on it. It has a different color, and I'm just going to cut this in half here, and we will glue this when we get some pictures, right, Mabel? When we get pictures for this stuff, that is when I will put more glue on this. And I kind of like this there, and I think I can put green. The green can do some glue on it because it's not in the picture. So I like to put things on the picture in the frame. I want to make sure that my frame is open and able to get pictures into it. Now, let me tell you, this would be absolutely gorgeous with a pop-up dot. Anna Galvan, she's my pop-up dot queen. And it would be absolutely gorgeous with a pop-up dot, but then you have to pay attention that this little flap needs to lay flat.